Hello everybody and welcome back to Coffee Talk. It's time for another episode. After a very interesting one last time where not only did we see Riona and Georgie again, but we also got a cameo from Dooley and Detective McQueen from freaking Darkside Detective, which is actually what inspired me to play the game on the channel in the first place. So shout out to that. That was a very cool cameo. Anyway, we've got to continue on from there, so let's see. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Researchers respond over alleged algae invasion. So many invasions. Dwarfia Tech teams up with Golemix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Ooh, infrastructure. Oh, a little bear. This is a new spot. Have we looked here before? Oh, who's that? Bailey's? Why am I over here? Hey, 1 second, Bailey's. I'm gonna look at my phone. What have we got? Let's see. Ooh. Want to know where I got all of my awesome sunglasses? Check out my good sponsor here. Been working on them for eons and I always love their stuff, but y'all already know that. Alright, I like that. Normal schedule. Good to know, Riona. I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. I hope that means that stuff is working out for her and Myrtle. I totally didn't forget her name for a second there. Anyway, what's up, Bailey's? Sorry, I'm staring at that teddy bear for some reason. It's very fluffy. Look at you. Knock, knock. Oh, wait. Knock, knock. Anyone there? Oh, sorry, Bailey's. Mr. Bailey's, hi! I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright. But you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? Hey, no, I'm supposed to listen to you. You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Noticing nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. You okay, Bailey's? Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we've spent so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in a one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Whew! We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Uh-oh, I'm guessing that's a no. Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. All right then, I'm gonna tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing, what can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So, anything, really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea, then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Have I made... Which one have I not made? I want to see. Okay, Dream and Blue. Sweetheart latte. Ooh, I like the sweetheart latte for you. For you and your sweetheart. Milk and honey. Oh yeah. We're gonna make some latte art for the first time in forever. Y'all are cute. There we go. Y'all are cute. Y'all are cute. There we are. I left a message in it. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, Yabby. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. Still a rough thing to have to go through. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her for a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Yabby. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunts. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up in a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting. Except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven's high society is amazing at keeping up appearances. Except in the front of family. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea, with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now, with you, feels a lot like family again. You calling me old? It's fine, I'm a time traveler. I'm technically very old. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. Oh no! How did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. See, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Oh, is it because, like, the elves don't take them seriously because of their immortality? And also think about the doctors. With this disinformation, if the doctors believe in that disinformation, then if an elf comes to them thinking that they have some sort of cancer, then the doctors might not believe them, just like how doctors don't believe women when they're worried about their bodies. Casual shade there. Anyway. Except that there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time, when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I think she would be. I'm certain she would be. She'd want you to be happy. I think from what we know about your family, she's probably the only one who really wanted that. Thanks, Yabby. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's my job! That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Oh? Silver! Silver! It's been a long time! Oh, Amanda! Good evening! Hi, Abby. And hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda. We are, but we do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly? Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013% probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? It's hard to explain. That's my dad. Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda. We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Parting? No! Amanda! I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we've never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Oh! Amanda! You expect me to remember that? Is it cheating if I look at my own videos? As the person currently recording this video, I'm going to say it is not cheating. I will be right back. Okay, so Amanda only visited 2 days before, and we made her the honey tea, which is tea, honey, and then we also made the blue lightning, which is blue pea and ginger. So we cannot use blue pea, ginger, tea, or honey, but we can make anything else. So let's see. Hibiscus, because we've not used that. We can't use honey. Can't use ginger. What about mint and lemon? Nah. Hibiscus, mint, cinnamon? That looks like blood. Hibiscus, milk, and cinnamon? I'm just going through my options here. Pink spice! I like that one. Serve it. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. I always forget that they do that. It does! It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we've experienced. Oh, nice. I got the higher percentage. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846 new experience since arriving on Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. Oh, what about this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place and we will miss it. Aww, I'll miss you too, Amanda. That's... Don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. You're like my aunt, Amanda. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? That one was quite close, actually. Oh, do I have anything in my... I have Riona's info, but nothing to do with it. That was quite a close one, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Oh, please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Abby. My help? Yes, the card that you got off the agent. We asked for some help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix if we may say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as... The point is... Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us or save beyond recognition. And some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission. which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Whoop, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. It was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Yabby. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that, and very relieved. Yes, we have thought on it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. Aww. You've really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. You're welcome, Aunt? Or is it B? Because you are technically my aunt, but that's an ant, not but you are a hive mind, so would it be B? Nah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purpose of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflective neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow, will that be peer-reviewed, Amanda? That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand that title. Well, I guess if you're a hive mind, it would be peer-reviewed constantly, wouldn't it? Amanda always was the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission, though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes, Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious, doesn't being in the hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that it is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying. At least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth. And I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions, honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more so, time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Aw, you're thinking of Lua, aren't ya? Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered, too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. Aw, you're too kind. So, does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but... Yabby, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed! Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We'd gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. And so we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members, whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I'm very touched, Mr. Baileys. Oh, come on, Yabby. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Oh! A special invitation card for a certain someone. Well, Heidengala's invitation, seeing how that's as obvious +1. Would you give it to them when you see them? I will! It would be an honor! Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Oh, that is way more literal than you think, Baileys. Would you like to join us for the party? Party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. Is 99.999% pleasant and 0.00.1% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country, and maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. A tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. Which is, in essence, circular reasoning. Well, it may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment is a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid I wouldn't be able to blend in, that I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Yabby, that I always have a place to return to where I'll feel home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. This is very awkward, guys. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Okay. Chocolate. Sweetness is honey. Spice. That makes it warm, but that's better. Spice seems to refer to ginger a lot in this game. I didn't know that was true. Maybe it's because I am a ginger and this is technically murder. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the spaceship one. Here you go. Here's a 299.792.458 for a lightspeed traveler. Oh, we like this name. It's evocative and adventurous. Evocative? Yes, it is the speed of light, not evocative of great adventures? Amanda. The speed of light. Oh, wow. Way to target your audience, Yabby. Thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does a taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, Yabby. Whoa, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much. You're right. I'm just so excited. I can barely sit still. I thought there was an earthquake. I can imagine. A first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. What is it? Okay, that was quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background? Gotcha. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl and you talked about movies? And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched Orc Westerners all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. Ah, I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they get along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Oh my! Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I've always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is, and I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Honesty is the best policy. You always want to be honest with your partners. Open communication is important. Well, I will say that if she heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. Aww. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. Aww. It's right to be proud of yourself, Silver. You're amazing. You've come a long way, and I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is, for yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. As for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see! Then we are definitely proud of you. Aww. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. True, chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be a minute difference in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Aw, I love you guys. Well, we should probably get going. Yeah, gotta make sure I be born after all. Fast to make, fast to drink, the best start to a light year guided adventure. Aw. Yes, we must go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely! This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Bye, guys. Do enjoy your trip, the both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. I'll miss you guys. Good night to you two, then. Hasta la vista, strangers! Oh no, I know what movie they watched. Huh? Orc Westerners. Ah, bye to you too. Goodbye! There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Yabby. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps, whether we'd like it? We'd love it! Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding, so this is perfect. It's settled then. Lua's going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Yabby. You are like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. Good night. Oh, so much good stuff happened today. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Wow. Oh, everything's looking up, but that also means we're near the end of the game, doesn't it? I don't want this to be over yet, especially when everything's getting so adorable. Silver is in love, and they're going on a journey with their love and with Amanda. Oh, it's just so sweet. Silver's really, found themselves, and I love that. And I love that Amanda is so proud of them. You know, normally with, family stuff, especially, I know this personally, sometimes family, it's rough, just like with Bailey's. But then you have those family members, whether they're chosen or they're related to you, that see you, and they see you for who you are, and they love you for that. They're proud of you for who you are, and it's just amazing. And I'm so glad that both of them, Silver and Bailey's, both have this. And I'm so happy we're invited to the wedding. It's so sweet. It seems a little weird to invite a barista to your wedding, but then you think about how much we've helped them. A lot of the major parts of their relationship, at least the big ones that happened in the past 4 years, were at the coffee shop. There are fights, they're getting advice from different characters, the wedding planning, the deciding on having a simple wedding, which is what I was thinking about from the beginning. It's so nice, it's so cool, I really love it. Oh, and Gala and Guide, what? Gala and Hyde, there we go. They get invited too, and I love how they just know that Hyde's +1 is going to be Gala. They just know, they don't even have to guess. Oh, I hope we see them tomorrow. I have an invitation to give them, and I need to figure out who to give Riona's thing to. Oh, what if she sings at the wedding? That would be cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking a little too far into it, but we'll find out next time. But until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, be proud of who you are, and find people who are proud of you too, and have a good day.